Adela Dani, Adela Dani, hey, Adela Dani, Adela Dani, hey, Adani Amaken, Adani Amaken, hey, Adani Amaken, Adani Amaken, hey.
Those who are afraid to take risk. That is where the fear comes in. Those security seekers are the ones who will buy treasury bills. And at the end of the month, take what because he is afraid to invest the capital that he has.
You are friend of Makwaba de Bay, THEO TVGH, so YouTube channel Papa Ped and Credit Edgeman, Sam Neba said, Your mom, you show me near Fifi, Munia de Nocreno, Eddie Abreu. We didn't need to Flosana and the doubting Thomas, Ofrem Mary one, Mamma Femians, and now they are a year film. NPP Muna, Ehru Potopoto, Tisiano, a year Emrana, Ebusian for, and paying for a year. Just the code in paying for the two, just say a more behind your campaign. I told you, he said the campaign, cried a more I dear to a sense, even honorable Ken Agyapong, then you maba. I in the campaign song, Abba. Ken Agyapong campaign song for 2028, Abel Lande. And I'm saying, hey, now your party, Moon, say more behind your campaign. It is a whole year campaign now. Now I say, what's your party name, Rasso? I'm saying, hey, I know the. For beyond about me and my bloche on another Mukoya campaign. It's in the MCA campaign because hopes in the cancer, Mrs. Say, Oman starting on cast or more to train. Party Nimrana and no before Massy. Etiama, but a bimuka say, I didn't Kennedy say, Unya where say I am Kramawa. I then I won't catch them said they should hold it, they should pull it down. No moon train party Nimra. But in some way, we try in some day. Information day you saw.
My name is Aite Powers, aka What Can. Keep watching THEO TV. It's the best TV you have to watch in your life. I'm telling you, Aite Powers. THEO TV is the TV I watch all the time. Yeah. Push.
Yeah, me that's why Trevor me try me home abba na me catch say suman motos and asoma assembly dwuma de block on cars or swap cars and auto cars. Our Galilee ni amanfom eye kaswa kwan no so in between ho na on go filling station no and eye opposite na say ebia wo car bi wo ho wa bi otia blochi wo car bi si Ghana ha. Why you say nka wo ba no be shape car de ababa wo dure duty ni ade no ho a eye wo dadwo na eye wo headache. There be men famba wo de bra Ghana ha wo ba bra suman motos o kaswa kwan no so wo ba suman motos a car bi a opebia on sabe ka bi ho no nkasa duty ne dada nti wo car dada bi kura wo Ghana ha wo de kwama na obeji car no na wa ma car wangasa your choice of car it's happening live ewe Esman Motors nti ka ho na wani beji na so 7 de bia na kuta car foforo so na wonye duty na wato car foforo na me san kanfo eye VIP e de amount VIP eye ehyen ana bus a ye di tukwan ko Ghana ha bia eye luxury affordable and a save ai inti se opese otukwan na okodu asomdwe ma eye VIP na ese wofa ejawia se adakabre eno Mary mu ne ejabroni mu na ma ka mo triabo mu na ma ye sa joint business no but tieniye enye VIP bia na eye VIP a eye kama comfortable eye accessibility abetumi ahu se yes car me ko free me okay me say eye Joan VIP actual Joan ewo ho eno ene do beko akodru asomdwem inti akwantufo abrochefo mo ba na manfa plane kura na mo kofa VIP na ebusianfo be receive no ma awa two quickly yanko your story ne so someone kasa mbe hwa NPP emu ehuru kakra emu de behuru asinse de but for now de kakra no kra no muntumi nso anu na de kese ne ba de be se tsunami no ebe se ayi Hurricane Katrina asi ewo US no ebe fast say rapture ebe form to say rapture because baumia ene ne nkofo se omo ntiase Canada ne nkofo se omo ntiase na menya ntiase won framam say brand champion owo kwo onu so unity brand champion so unity say onu so be stand bi others bi so eyi omutiba na ni na menim say tactics ye de politics ni bia obi ho so on wini ba obese obi vote race ni de gina honorable Ken Agyapong ena ye former vice president when you wetwam ankam kasa when you baby ko onwi wetwam Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ono na race na kogina omoso na NPP executive issue statement be say emo obi anye campaign because say thank you to na no mo kono na nkofo ka say campaign and personal campaign Baumia but nkofo kan na no say emo obi anye campaign nti hoda no mbuom kwetim na nado Baumia just could be an team money that they could na time omo din kan ko Belgium ekoye meetings any ade ade wo ho ni na in the name of say Thanksgiving in abroad where foreign Thanksgiving foreign Thanksgiving but in the campaign FM and no call UK so the same thing foreign campaign and call ye ohona obi tia eye Ken Agyapong and aso say hey what the ho here omo ye campaign omo say mamu ye campaign waji atum that is no the far eye alantre matin no e bia no ma start dey fa no inti Kenya ho keche Kenya ho Kenya ho ena kan say wakuma kan mate esi kwase na ntie futu ena Ken Agyapong so eja ono so odi aginam a campaign na ye pinso mo de mo yanko tie kan campaign nyum na ye ntie ni nsem ni bisuso a oko eye UCC university ho nkomo bi okodi ye na eno be kire wo say ampa se wa start campaign yes eno be kire wo say ampa se wa start campaign me say NPP omo congress ombeko ebe yet sem ntodokun nyo ana amansima dokun wo de yankonko tie nyum na ye hwe video no na yemra
Adela Dani, hey, Adela Dani, hey, Adani Amaken, hey, Adani Amaken, hey, Adani Amawo, hey, Adani Amawo, hey, Adani Amaken, hey, Adela Dani, hey. Obedi, what time? Obedi, Kennedy, Obedi, when you're membrana, kite, washing up the memory, Obedi, and Pennyphone Nazi, Obedi, one, Obedi, and we're following Nazi, Obedi, I am.
Kennedy, Justin Kwadua, Steven Tim, Nana B, na and one more worker kauna Samia wukuso or shade there or reserve. Moses shade Arjun Bona Mowanensi with more puppet wound to meanincy. Mufido, Yanko. Yanko, thank you to Yanka fat Baomia entry. Now, how can a gun of William Baomia? Why can a gun of who they don't know Baomia the failure? They know him very well. Gun of William Baomia, I know when you want to fashion. They know him very well. Oh, necessarily, if you're not man, Ken Agyapong reconciliation or apologize to Ghanaians and now Mudzi all Baomia point scoring there womb. Now he played the game of point scoring, and I mean to the extent put the whole vice president were about to full 3 days to election. You didn't have a clue. Necessarily, City and Dollar, they are appreciating each other. Honestly, policy. Who told you there? Appreciation of a currency or whatever it is, economic gain is to do with their policy. It's to do with the trade within the country. It's to do with your trade. Anti-policy crone is to do with your trade. You did economics. I mean, GC economics na mezekasa. It's to do with the trade within the country. When your exports exceeds your imports, you start to perform. That's what you have to bear in mind. And sister, I no quality. Or when you may be at the 2-1 Wama, sister, City Dollar, or appreciate each other. Why couldn't you say this, make this statement in your campaign, Baumia? You never said, mention anything like this in any of your campaigns. That mezinya maybe maybe City Dollar is going to appreciate each other. Why couldn't you say it? Time canto manto ne edum I think edum markets in the show Ghana one. You rise to the scene. Yes, enya na yenyi Ghana mpo on the social media ne we were lamenting. No yo pade the member to ye nuanom Ghana fo yo but the yaba sranyame nempa ebo na yezama one which we did. I didn't can akro Samira Bawumia pick and drop. Oko bubu, Mr. Otibos Nedanen. Did you even have the common sense? Let's assume you didn't have any knowledge about the demolition. Let's assume. Why couldn't you come out to apologize even on behalf of your wife? Now can't Ghana for there, Mr. Otibos. Mesre na Ghana funya mpango chowa za meyera ya no ho na Mr. Otibonsu mebebo hu na yezie yezaatwe to the extent mpo that papa ne hu hye wa UK oyi no hu de chiro even NPP member or supporter or executive na onyim one of their financiers who doesn't know Mr. Otibonsu. Papa ne yi no hu de chiro because you are a malicious and pathological liar nti e ka chende inyimin. Okay, inyimin, Mr. Otibonsu den hu edi chiro. Ese bebo hun. Ba wo mi asende na ebokwe ko Mr. Otibonsu a. Ono je se abofra besi a onyi nsanen. Oba wo na be university. E bia you are a deceptor. Because I mean, mama mu mpo de ekoshi mpo yi de. Ere bebezi o ma na enyim. Wo yi no me yetu. Obi ani ntum ka be your private business because you are in public eye. When you know me too, Jacob Zuma, South Africa. Ne you know me for sazi. Obe the president operating when inala. Senegal, yes, Senegal. Abransiaban or is it Sierra Leone? One of them. On the Senegal, Abransiaban. Ne you know me too. Operating when inala or declare ni bibiala. Why the Ned will you pay? Well, first wife, your first love. Why the name is Nirushma? Now I'm a Samira, why a champion? Because on the name yaha, on the obotumwa order slave queens on the social media there was shaking in Japan a robber. Into 1 year. No, I can see Obinaza. And 2, I apologize. Mahama, Mamun share and your marketing to 1 extent was Samira cantonment a wedding nala, where Bupunk forward and where sister. Ninala won't deal with it. When you are this is also won't deal with it. Oh, next is about me a Bejanaka there. Pagana for chow. There, and to men deliver. We don't need you again. Ye young. Says I will let you wash waiter. It's make it or young one ma. Wagon or ye juma. And when I will move away from you because time and another Zorokan, Nanado force them to like or follow or to like you. They were forced. It's like if they were put under duress. So they had no option. Although they are grown men and women, they couldn't reason except few. They couldn't reason. They followed suit. She there, make cash there. Nanadun, a gentleman become on the social media. Me if station crotch neke. I say, Nanadu catch someone a day. And baby, when you nanadu, no catch someone day. Ono se orishido na nyipa opede ordinary ban NPP phone engine obogu party it is all kwado ona adrensen onye nu na ado Ken no feel there odiza agor na sisa do all kwado no ehu da sana na ado Ken no he meant business and na ado sisa la NPP motso ho only use bawomia odegu party. No, I am a dog in Ketecho where MPP was challenged there. What my party knew good in the Ungwechna. Because MPP, the reformation or transformation is becoming too much. MPP for Progress Party, Oba Popular Front Party, Oba New Patriotic Party, the same party, is in Bebre. Why? And say, Salan, oh, yeah, they are there when you're in Ketechi. Mberema was there. What my party ongu. But stop tickling yourself and laughing over it. Ghana for Mr. Waka. The Ghanaians don't need you. As simple as ABC. Ain't you remember from nowhere? A yakua was over the brabosum. Ain't you never swimming and know what you are kawan. It's where you kawe. Nasa ajiwako chia. Baomia pepe natana. Nejeda na moye Macbeth, Lady Macbeth and Macbeth himself. Na mo take Ghana for granted. Bado. E woodsy na yakoza ma plan da mo one individual. Bado. Na chiso me ba one mo sha. What to monya the impudence and the audacity. What to work and there? Ken Agyapong on party no more. Really? Do you people know what you are saying and the implications is going to have on the party? Aya more than a mason, somewhere dana more than a mason, Monka fra mason, the umbra no ombo true foundation in Angu, na more than no so, na mo shada da no but me swa. Somewhere dan anamabubo mo kiosk. Mon can check carpenter ne de kiosk sa foundation block bi o wa na de injuanum pa osiswa won twetwani nya ho de kiosk obenya ho azna. Everything depends on the foundation of it. Bibiala na hyase ofi ni bibi abakodun ofi na hyase. Mo ya mo apam alanchiramantin efi party ni mu. But I can't wait to see Alan coming back to the NPP. Alan, the office. Now, what started Young Elephants in 1991. Onyini, Obaye, Big Elephant, 1992. What one inauguration? What panahota? Maye, Mapam Obia, Onya that initiative, together with Ken Agyapong nom Nazi, what the started party. Because if people succeed, what Pam JJ Rollins film. Ma nyame auto and saffron. And Temusumu freedom, but may use the same mechanism with the NPP. Now, my Yamaka Ken Agyapong in Shimin. Aya mon quote back, no one could say the history or the origin of New Patriotic Party, how it came to be. Enter Danamakande suggesting Kojias Honorable Abaka history of New Patriotica on shut up rather than on burying pride. Executives say one bury what pride. We invite Alan Chamantin. No one can challenge there. On the Ken Agyapong, she was the what down when you means what I want to ask. Ne J. Kufuanum. One brother, no one but church him. How was started young elephant now? We're being a big elephant. one the history of it. Ama more and Kabawomian and Kadofuna, why you empty barrels just like Bawomian, will make some odd chances to be. They will think twice. Because in Pawasha Azasan, one permanent Obi Shazasa, Oye, or accomplish as it says, sir, or the shadow, the master. Instantly, I don't something, he will accomplish whatever his word was sent for. It will never come to God void. It will accomplish the purpose why it was sent. And the purpose why you know what they start young elephant. You need Alan Ken Agyapong, ex-president J.A. Kufuor, and few others. Now, when I can and son and another po all weave no integrated. When I can history in the I'm a monk adofon, walk with social media, no, do not want a typer. When wa can you answer some? No one casa baba. Ken Agyapong, now if you smack on the Ghana web, moon wake up. Moya nkofubia minsemu. The only time I moko Ghana web, me brother be never baby or poison or Ghana mo ya. If you're America, or Ghana, or poisoning. Ghana web, you came and did propaganda there. Fake false information. What about Ghana for? That is why we, the family, we came in. You catch on the moon pool, Marco shooting down. You didn't do it. There be a more cancer just for views. Mixing a Ghana web, more cover, Ken Agyapong, old video, audio. I'm going to batama Ken Agyapong go Mahamado. As some Ken Agyapong can, Mahamayana or ya madam for. No more you must that Ken Agyapong Mahama when you good time saying one. Ken Agyapong only chamama la penny in Alempo. Now so the Washia wasn't come. Mahama Nayer also no clean Ken Agyapong. My dad Maham Pono Academy, also no wife, no, no, my dear, you Ken Agyapong, so no, oh ye, but what the slow. My Ken Agyapong or two from Mahama Nayer, my wife, in presence of Mahama, what the slow. They are good friends. Mahama and Ken Agyapong, they are good friends. If in baby, Mahama ko baby, President Mahama ko baby will be also Ken Agyapong will forget about you on an Ajin Yejuma. No, also because that's already politics, Nori. It's a Ghana web. Mamma got to check Ken Agyapong, no minister. So Ken Agyapong words no use Montasa, a Radna small Bible that let the fool know that he's a fool. It's in the Bible. Been some na Ken Agyapong Ken. Only no one at this time and Mahama all try to sit up. No way Putin's right. Because God disciplines those that he loves. Nyami or one other one. And it's been next negadia yodum. Why Juni Yejuma? Nipa crying in a man. And done. It's a gun of 1 million share or da, yet much 3 yearman. Nanger the debiala or being caught near Pia because of the Ebenya Yezi. Since I'm on there, bonoso ija tomuho. Say Ibiari and the damage will pure beer oba and Yamaboko do ye wo, when it regina in Chababwa. And Chababwa pa because Sebio was the Bilbusum wa. Or yet, ye pardon the way decided there. Ian I to console with the yenim, Yen's wage. It was in your food, Japan, no opium. And to say, yeah, feed the bottom of food, Japan, that doesn't make them stooges. And that doesn't make them there when you mean Yansana, they don't have anything to do with their time. And I want to mean yet, daddy. It's a Yanshazi. There be one friend to one. It's not rather some just as I say. If you want to be a master, first be a servant. Or be like a little child. Abofasa or Shonshman. Abofa oko baby ala kotaiba keriba or brandmaster. Humility. Into so if they lead the next humility, abo there, shanta abo akokwa. Or don't what you wish you. Sister, I want to me. Yaba said I won't to me the Oroquadon. Matter was say, it gonna to Ken Agyapong. Won't me wapon. Ken Agyapong is shared by Yamo. Sister Ken Agyapong na loquanodon. Says Ken Agyapong no qua meswally. Na says I like Ken Agyapong done. A padoy done. Aya, moon sit one for politics. No one fan yet in cancer, and a wanyanya may be on fata. Because Sebio won't sum when in yipa. Enya Ghana crotin as a yajon one. Non monsieur de or they hena yaza or say no fata. Because I would see politics no work and send that to one uncle Fubima. At some wadi na bi so ho de. Ensi pa ko na samorikin. Was no kwade onka ya na. Obotuma akeya. Won to me, it to me it's na wo station ho. E there Mahama. E there President Mahama. Yenya ya so gudu. Yenya yeti. E to me o na edi da me tell me be. Mahama wo boa. Won to me o na ekan. Esi nsren. Onya be man se no. Ensam ne de ka bebre. E to me mpo NPP yi. E to me mpo ka da wo de wo empire dado. Na se ala se e wo empire. Said ye emperor. No, I don't emperor. What about for what? Wins them. Emperor the central when you write to put the obo if you over for. Now when you na sent some up about me and you then. And when you bona muses or man Ghana. And so when the baomiaba on a puppet mammo, which seem not cheered. And some when you are up then, baomia, oba. Na yada Ghana ni ye bina, moroshe. Since I was before we go to me, as a Ghana for where that one shall, ya shall inquire. Ya shall inquire. Shall I the Ghana for was saying, arise Ghana youth for your country. Yes, sir, I'm a yeoman. Yes, sir, I'm an individual. NPP for one shall. And the NPP for one shall inquire. Why the true? Well, it's see one name was stretch. NPP for one shall. Na time NPP fu na shom wa sol wa ka chiro mo de wo fa Ken Agyapong mbran mo ya NPP fu na mo shom wa solen time wo hwehwe adwuma mo tu be ka chiro hwan de mo yi adwuma biara wo fa certificate mfa mbran mo ye afiro mo ho a NPP fu wa solen kwa yemfa NPP fu bia na nsol fight your own fight ko wonto kwa ko wo to me don't get anybody involved. It's a empire. Now, your friend that so empire nature there wo subject na ada wo was from one or there from one no. One or there from one. Shanda no way you will mention. I said the genuine work next Kennedy year. You've made the effort. I'm an area one wife. Now, mean somebody pumban. Oh, how kakra. Oh, yeah, how. And saying that there be a on pede, Bibi Bocodon, name Pocon, or any saints. And when you na Dalagana Moyen, Ninya Kawuna Mompede, Ken Agyapong, or baby lead or friended. NPP, Nagana for our twamenon, because my dream in 9 days, Ken Agyapong back pet. And some moods in Nala or the Muchado. Next, this current MPP, the Nekufuadu Baomia, current MPP executives, Munda Ghana. Since I papi was one action, the more elections on your free and fair. More elections, some more by your pulling agents in the BB executives, BB, more free and fair. Now, Justin Kodja, a whole lawyer. I bet you know when if you are Canada. Waba start if you soon. Well, that's be that. Justin Kodia. Bibiala was starter. Major from foundation. Worse than was start from foundation. I was as if you ask. More constitution. I bet no. I tell them start in Fishla. Justin Kodia. More constitution. And here for no other more elections now. More start in Fishla. Mama start in Fiasi. And you keep overturning your own constitution. It looks as if this current MPP, you don't learn from your mistakes because you keep repeating the same mistake every time. On your right in my supporters or break the hearts of your supporters. Fidel, we started the Mazi 2020. There is in parliament impo ya meyi nko nya yezi enyi paroko na muyi pa aka shawo muyi pa no so kwa na we lose na muyi nda muzi munchefo na munkokomba na moro we na Asen North where they Ken Agyapong always way a brand say bia all support Ken Agyapong of friend brado said oh na mudi biako the fact that all support Ken nti there be mo mpe mudi biako impa konkwe we lose olusi ya na wakuwu ntumi station Ken Agyapong we ntum mpo we protect Asen North for sadinisi nonsense but wo me a hom be MP dempo mo pen as mo leader don be president. But when me onyim anything concerning even parliamentary proceedings simple. Most of them be leader, number president. Ebe na ho ya yawa. Mibisa mo. NPP supporters bi mo ya campaign about me. Ebe na ho ya yawa. Oto bia metumi bi muzi apart from slave queens. Samira na allegedly wa mo skada won ya. Only the sana na gang for. Na mission beyifu bi mo wal kasa ewu da ehwo wa wo ya bia wo bo bia wo tse bia na wal kasa na ewu da nyansa ibi nyi wo tsirim da man ohine bo sade time kumi osadi owi na be john vice president obi pedo odi ntina we kun John kuma we kun John kuma. Look at the utterance. The same person you pana maka asam to no in the ota mutim because okabaomiado na mamu common sense oyen politics onye insult. Politics is bringing your ideas, laying down policies obobwa omanan. Enti samaro mo kan bi do wadna badon bobo omanan we feel omanu the whole country miserably na saso mo kanoda na emalo omanu hu do no owahen na emalo so do me mbeyifu na mesafo mo nyansan owahen. Okay, be point I'm simple in there. Ibisa there. Why do other Dr. Baomiaba? So no ba Kennedy or ya papa na or ya obi papa cry no can nonsense. Na just as a kotofu 10 yarba na akrobadasan. Didn't he ask of the 9? Ingratitude. In time to be and one what be me na wakadama samen. When you confuse the message when I would there, they don't like giving. It's not so be like that can ya papa okay the mean or mad because if you are somebody who gives you understand where Ken Agyapong is coming from. Oh yeah there it ye be papa na nipa kuni we are over demonstrate ingratitude. It's so painful. It's so painful. And yet Ken Agyapong what's papa pi wa ya okay. Ipipo anele mponke onkana aje hu but say ye na ade mo kana na wa kana na achum wa gbo nsem amo he has to say it na e maybe one can't e bi mu pinte ye yim there a lot of people were ungrateful them. And so no wonder that work about Baomiado because Baomia is equally ungrateful na do azone ben o wie na wa apar na ji de shasmo kema or yema or so wusumpo show letter or the bay na she yet see na do was or yine kesha said there marcos on oya no kolo na chala da man na do wala na ehie de on be because Baobia started or the mad na do na hand over crab ekuo na Baomia tum kade ile job obotwem obotwem na do na ekuo pa na ekuo ile na la Baomia na la near otwem cake won na de ekuo pa Baomia kan say chiza Baomia ba kan enya na ya haman Ghana for haman bu waste more time na I should on back them na bad na do once a failure always a failure. One day, what can they? If you try, you don't succeed. Try again. Only your own individual one can try as do. Now you have by what one marriage was there be only tried error behind him. Etsi. One show. And so now do take out that conception there. Say, oh, you pay pennies never banner wanjina. Ibogu party. I been to be no back or social media. Don't me if station or tonight. Take out that conception because. Enya wonye na tichil Ghana edisuo enya wonye Ghana nya wankunye Ghana nyi nya ya Ghana fo ze nyina ya pen. That's what we wish the obebem am here man na Ghana fo so yipo wa pen na ya pede obo show man do Ken Agyapong on bedi president before mpo ba be ye MP na ebenta Ken abedi no nam do me Ken Agyapong obe ye MP na lo bo asene fon na Ken Agyapong but that time no America was in the pyreful all of was sonofon And to no mun MP at that time always one. Osho me solo buana. That's the history. That's what I heard. Osho me solo buana for okay no no barata no why they don't take over from him. No must show interest. Now kufani time okay the or ministerial appointment. Also in the business I'm here in the youth robenye jumaye. And so why they out of the blue? Oh sorry they be because what's no why who there in fufu or done Ghana for quite. Ken Agyapong told there and for all done Ghana for quite. And so why don't I take the opportunity there? Maybe I Ghana ye. No, I'm a door there, he hasn't given up. Since I am pay boy and yammy, or man and Watson. Now, most of us share one with the fanon. Then, bre, we are for Ken Walken. Yammy pay where you guasa. No, I'm a baka Ken Agyapong. Says I want him guasa to talk to one by one. And to make Biala and Son and Ken Agyapong no boys, what a year, there be Ghana ye Biala, or Nyansa, or reason, Ghana ye Biala to, or with all Kodua Ghana. And NPP, Mama fuck Ken Agyapong and yamu problem. NPP, your problem is not Ken Agyapong. Your problem is with your administration. In connection with your constitution and marching upside down. That's your problem. More follow more constitution. Na nyansanyi or nyansa flow when wakasa won't say. Ken Agyapong say won't try. The Alan Afoko obi biala the crab be na ade when you suspend one wife you mean mobile try to bring all these people on board because they be anamaka miss the monk of no so wadofo when I don't no so wadofo and to some my mo there mo chinwan chan mo botumaya sa Alan if mo so uncle obako uncle won't to me Alan also will some the baby careful although about politics. And so shad are your quite dear pepe. Now best like you. What the penisher would summer would ever brand our choice. So let's school. A cross schooling is the guabano. And say she answer. Now the school answer a crab bone. Now why a pepe. I will share answer bo. Fidel won't be so if you answer. In Japan, you know where so was them. On you one number that now before you want them. Then you be you wouldn't someone. Shall submit to me, but now one care concerning our enchantment. So sickening. There, and yet, if some message say social media and make a cray. To me, there's not a gun of women for one who come damada. Let me name that. Let me that be ambassador in Besafu bin Walker. I mean, the social media mean the gun of food in Benfu, a bimo, one now no come papa. Hey, let me you say, now you call her, now you fat girls. Yeah, tell the Eleka de Guna, it is said to you, won't me? Eleka de Gualan Samanti de Yimas. Come on, you don't do that. You don't do that. They see the Yumukunusubano. They see the Yumukunusuban. Ekadamasa, would have such a man to respond here. Well, respond. Nana, she there, Areye, Alan Bon. Ninala, Nison Sando. Oh. Fida like Chamantin or tree NPP Funibi. Nana Kwame Bediaku or tree NPP Funibi. Mahama na NPP Funi one shot or die hard NPP Funa shot or decided young Kotu Abad. Nebi Muso or Kotu me a Mahama a bufunti. And to say Salan, say report now but the many money in our woman, religion, tribe and in our woman. One sit up, no one steady, no one come out with something better. But Baomia, member and bed. I apologize. Resign and leave the party alone. She party no. Baomia shame people because to me, what we need for Subiala. What we need for Subiala Wagana ho. Kapage may be na ye. Baomia. Kapage may be na ye. Ya Brenteba. Kapage may be na ye. Na employing Crawford. Near who there, a bidu at the Bois community. Kapage maybe na ye. Neja there shall scayan, educator, naked janal cassa. I me do pa de echo abroad and where face to squarely. Some of you don't dictate, I'm on Crawford. What should I dictate? Now, why about me? I shall go to also to answer. Which leadership qualities do you possess? You don't have any. Now, the master me marking when me audio mad about me and to me shan hondo. No, I am a dog pa de. I send you most of the time, I can. Boy, no be. From nowhere, no be. Abba, Wabaka, Wabba confirm. Oh, the sister, we AD, Wabba confirm as some can there. Well, in 2 months, hondo. But me to be sure hondo. No way, dear Abba King. Then you are irresponsible. You don't know how to correct people because you are clueless. Now that means you pay. Office staff put to control one. There, Ghana able to my control. Why will you know to control? A call to me demolish your be that. If you ask an you slow madam. Ain't kind of madam was circle. If you don't say anything wrong with it. Now such a person, Ghana money and financial was sir. And say NDC, why is there CD dollar appreciation? Yes, now mama 9-day wonder. Now see so one ma more to one what make sure that ma sheme zobo kodu biala wa kodu because me the NPP ben 2016 in obe no or started 2017 no so the ma NDC fo no so mo so lai mu kocheche now until one so im kwanda or one so lai wo kocheche I mu fi den send bi wo ye mu bi mu yenyim ebi mu yenyim but ye steady na ya yezi na ho asam ne ba na ya aka entima mo ndwen den wo so lai wo cheche the ma somebody must be used as a precedent to deter others. Entima ma ya ba say wa appointees no so hwan Ghana onye NDC do Ghana or Ghana foze Ghana onye NPP foze Ghana or Ghana foze Ghana onye CPP onye political party bialaze onye individual bialaze Ghana or Ghana fo yen nyina ayeze wo ma yen nyina la yen som na yen hwe mesa ye boboa ma man we tumpon so biri ye bibi wana mandu ne ye fida azore ye wana mandu enya hwe ye bi a oboboa ye because bits there tata kwashi okwasa Fernando Posa do hu cocoa season we jejian onyim do oboboa no odi bisume odi bagana mo oje the same thing na Malaysia for so wo when the abe na wo wan for so wo ba fi bi wo Ghana okwa na fi wo so okodue na yenje de yama ahoho they will take opportunity. We'll take our leniency to be our weakness. The same thing in politics. Obi bia bem hohwa. Na if you don't ya champion that's the NPP for the Baumia no champion NPP. Ambado. It's Baumia, stop carrying yourself as if you are the leader of the NPP. You are not. You are not. What you change executive position, I'm just a portempo. For the year. Other than that, ekuwa you point you don't enter mpo. Ebama no kwanda on enter for the sake of it. And say kejina abrochiwa baby is the enyo. And this is the new candidate. But the NPP foods will be that nonsense. Esha wo hwa NPP for abafo obi ewe hwa. Baumia esha wo hwa. If you possess the qualities of your leader, failure like you. Now we have the NPP party be full of intellectuals. Just the majority of them are not using the brain. By this time, they are going to sit up. They are going to sit up. Wherever for leader, or the school nyansa, or the multiply if you nyansa. No way, but Ghana do. And that is no other person but Ken Agyapong. Shemesla sister Uncle Fu. One more call about me and ya, where she would wait. When you will throw support behind Ken Agyapong. Because Sisalan, Pierre would day. Or they hang in our sum. Na ya bua ma here man Ghana ya medisiwo say be 36 getting to 37 we hunyansa or the man or ye zare ye na me do this is Burkina Faso irrespective of the propaganda from the west they've decided one will base or one man besiwo na say yan Ghana fu ye will be put that down ya sha the Ken Agyapong aye the largest steel factory in Africa our coal store we since I saw a rubber factory. We apart from little bit and pieces in Juma we man call for a year. If you are employing over 7,000. I watch your home cow or be a to member station. The social media mechanical Japan in the year when Chiamaka. On to me Shagana do. Mawa Bawamia, where you number 2 point to control, unable to mash a Ghana do. There be Ghana for you ye the sun ata. Ye di yahuye the son. Into one NPP for ye make sure that they will do the thinkable. And to say still, wabaya swazina Ghana for one kukumutun why ready. They will pay back the NPP. na NPP this time in 2028 mwanya the right to know pay mu back munke hu de the NPP has started to disintegrate and you will never lift yourself up again. Kakra makayin nyame onshira Ghana
and use other methods that entrepreneurs need in life. Who is an entrepreneur? Some people say that entrepreneurs are born. It is not true. Entrepreneurs are made. You can learn from me. You can learn from other entrepreneurs. And if you challenge yourself, you one day also become an entrepreneur. So young men and women, students here, and say to yourself, one day I'm going to be an entrepreneur and it shall come to pass. Why is it that of late colleges and universities are inviting me to speak on entrepreneurship? It is indeed an indication that if Ghana is going to develop, we need entrepreneurs. We've had intellectuals, they've taught us in school, we've done a lot of academic exercise, which is perfect. That is what we need. Without education, most of us will not get anywhere. But the other aspect that will make you an entrepreneur is the pragmatic approach. Practical ones that we need to take. And I believe that is why I've been invited here. Because I saw my beautiful lady, the doctor, speaking, and she said, I picked him. As usual, she had written a thesis to come and speak on entrepreneurship. But speakers before her probably made it easier and decided to change the way she was going to talk. I will do justice to entrepreneurship by using myself as an example. I believe that is why most of you want to hear or listen. I want to challenge you today and say it after me, that coming here today, I'm going to be one of the change makers in this country. Say, I'm going to be a change maker in this country. I'm going to be a change maker in this country. Don't just say this, and when you walk out of this room, you forget. Say it. Challenge yourself, work at it, and one day you'll be better than Ken Agyapong. Why are you going to be better than Ken Agyapong? The answer is simple. Ken Agyapong did not get the opportunity where successful people, successful businessmen, entrepreneurs will come to him and share their personal experiences with him for him to learn from it. But in your case, we've had speakers here. I'm surprised Honorable Alfredo Bain did not talk about his beginning. He would have loved it. He was being modest. And he has also gone through the run to get to where he is. He should have told you the story of approaches for you to see how he struggled, even at the university, just as you are here. he started writing approaches series when he was University of Science and Technology. I think that is what they need from you, to inspire them, for them to know that they can also be successful businessmen. But next time when you have the opportunity, the theory, you should leave it behind and share your personal experiences with them to motivate them to take their destiny into their own hands, to give them hope that one day they are also going to be like. The topic is entrepreneurship. How are you going to be an entrepreneur? It's not going to come easy. Start, but with determination, you'll be able to do it. You are here as students. Parents, when you are coming, give you money to spend for the semester. If you want to be like Honorable Alfredo, begin to have a vision. A vision. You look into the future and say to yourself, this is what I want to be in the next 5-10 years. When you challenge yourself and work seriously, you'll be able to get there. Life is not going to be easy. Anybody who tells you that life is going to be easy is not telling you the truth. I share a personal experience with you. I think somewhere November 2024, a gentleman came to me and asked me, Honorable, so have you failed in business? Before? I said, yes. I said, wow. I thought you have never encountered challenges. I said, no. I have encountered challenges, but I will make sure that did not cause my downfall for good. I fell and rise up, and fell, rise up, I fell, rise up for about 3 times before things stabilize. So it's not going to be easy. Now let me give you the model. This is Ken Agyapong's theory, my experience. After that, I'll share the academic one with you. What you have to do as a student is that begin to save the little money you have for a better future. Postpone spending on material things today and save the money for tomorrow. Sacrifice. There will be a lot of temptations. Young men and women here, we are all from different homes. Some from rich background, some from poor background, like where I started. When you see a colleague wearing beautiful clothes, do not be fascinated with the good clothes and force yourself to go and use your lender, I call it lender of last resort, money that has been given to you to also go and buy the nice clothes. You are keeping up with the Joneses. You don't need to keep up with the Joneses. Be yourself. The money who accumulated, who accumulate, and that becomes your capital. When you have this capital, then I borrow my doctor's word, risk. You begin to take risk. What she was saying, and Honorable Stephen Andra also said it, in simply put, the future belongs to the risk takers. not security seekers. The future belongs to the risk takers, not security seekers. The risk takers are those who are bold to take decisions that, look, enough is enough. Working for government for paycheck is enough. I'm going to establish my own business. You begin to save towards it. So when you have accumulated capital, then you take the risk to invest in any business that you have done proper survey and investigations, and you think indeed that is the kind of business you want to do. The security takers, the security seekers are those who are afraid to take risk. That is where the fear comes in. Those security seekers are the ones who will buy treasury bills, and at the end of the month take what because he is afraid to invest the capital that he has, and therefore he wants somebody to manage it. If people are going to manage your resources for you, I'm afraid you cannot get up there. That is why I say that the future belongs to risk takers and not security seekers. Buying stocks is good, treasury bills is good, but it's not good enough to let you create your own business. So it's important that you take the risk, and after the risk, you invest. I hope you are writing. You invest. That is what I call investment. You use the capital to take risk and invest. And when you invest, you need to work hard. Work hard to make sure your investment do not go waste. Some people set up shops, boutiques. When they finish setting up the boutique, they give to some workers to work for them and they save their day. What they tend to forget is that even your customers, the way you talk to them is not the same as your workers, the way they will talk to customers. So when you stay at your comfort room, the amount of money you're supposed to get a week, a month, will not be the same. You can experiment it and see. Stay at your shop for 1 month and leave the shop 1 month for your shopkeeper and see the difference. So you need to work hard, sacrifice your life. And when you sacrifice your life today, tomorrow will be a better day for you. I was talking to a lady in Sunyani, and she said, look, her classmates even don't want to come to her. Why? Because they think she's rich. And her story is that she started working with the mother at Sunyani Market. Then after university, she continued her mother's business, and now she has about 3 shops. So if she goes to lunch with her friends, she pays. And now they are not comfortable. It is you, the individual, the way you perceive life, that will determine your success in the future. You have to aim big, think big, and dream big, and the sky challenge yourself. Savings and investment will never grow without honesty. Honesty is key to success. You need to be honest in your dealings with every businessman you encounter. When you are sincere, the word goes wrong because the world is small, global world. If you dupe me today, you dupe a second person, trust me, the third person will get to know. But if you are honest, I will share my experience with other people, and companies will be knocking at your door to work with you or to give you more transactions. So with all this, honesty is key to success. Without honesty, your hard-earned money, your sweat, you lose all. So please, whatever you are doing, just be honest and be sincere. And one day, some people will also come to you for advice. Let me give you the 7 qualities. Today, my topic will be about 7 determinants of business success. 7 determinants of business success. But my colleagues keep referring to the 7 qualities. Not on our side. 7 qualities of an entrepreneur or a leader. 1 is vision. 2, courage. 3, integrity. 4, right. 5, humility. 6, focus. And 7, cooperation. These are the 7 qualities of a leader or an entrepreneur. At an appropriate or another time, when we have ample time, I'll go into details one by one, all the 7 qualities. Today, I want to talk about 7 determinants of business success. The first one is productivity. Productivity. Every business is subject to the laws of economics. What is the law of economics or the laws of economics? It's simple. The ultimate goal of a business activities is to maximize profit. That is, when the revenue exceeds cost. When your revenue exceeds cost. And bottles an hour, and you produce 500 bottles an hour. The consumption of electricity is the same, and therefore your cost of production, because you are same amount as 1,000 bottles a company is producing, obviously your cost of production is going to be expensive. If it happens that like that, many a times the large or big industries knock the small businesses out because of cost. So we should make sure in production your cost. 2, customer satisfaction. You have to ensure that customers are satisfied with your product. How are you going to determine that customers are satisfied with your product? The sign is simple. When they repeatedly come for that product, it means they have confidence in that product. But if they come today and tomorrow they ask for another product, it means that particular product you are producing, they don't like the quality. And if you don't do anything about it, when the customers are giving you signs, you should also feel free to ask them questions. Are you satisfied with this product? How do you think it should be done? Do I need to improve it? If you get these information from your customers, then you can also improve on your product to give them what they need. So when they begin to come there and they demand the same product, it means they are satisfied with the production. And the satisfaction of the production will increase your revenue because they will constantly come to you and purchase what you have. If they are not satisfied with it, they will be reluctant to come and buy your product. And if you produce 5,000 and they are stuck, how are you going to make the money? So customer satisfaction is very, very important. That is why sometimes even the way you receive people, the way you talk to them, will make them come back again to you. They say, oh, this madam is so respectful. That alone will increase your sales. So customer satisfaction is very, very important. We talk of an entrepreneur taking a risk. It's not just taking a risk, he also wants to make money. So profit, what I call profitability. The law of concentration says that whatever you dwell upon grows in your experiences. Whatever you dwell upon grows in your experiences. Is to maximize profit. So to maximize profit, you should. I always fight with my son. Say, but why? Is your zip different from Zara and other companies? Why is it that you sew and every time I wear your dress, the zip is torn? We are fortunate that it's a bit long, so you don't see it. You know? So quality is of essence. You have to ensure quality standards that will attract people from coming to buy your product. If you don't produce quality products and you come out with inferior products, they can come the first time because they don't know the quality, but when they test it and they see that it's of inferior quality, they don't come again. Then your business begins to go down. So whatever you do, you need to ensure quality for sustainability of your business. It is important. If you don't do that, I'm afraid a day will come that you fold the business. 5, innovations. This time, you see a lot of technological advancement. Every day, they are creating new things. You have to be ready to accept that you are also going to take new ideas into your business. If you don't do that and you use the old models, you'll be left behind. Innovations, you can also be creative yourself and say that, look, I'm producing this product, but if I add 1 and 2, I'll get a different taste. Let me give you one example. I went to Berlin, President Mohammed's hometown. On my way from Damango, my driver here picked me at Tamale Airport. On our way to Damango, then he said, take this, honorable. He was driving, so he passed it on to me. Said, what is this? Said, this is the fruit of the shea butter and the shea nut. When I tasted it, it was so sweet. So I asked, do you have a factory here producing juice with your shea nuts or shea butter, whatever you call it? He said, no. I said, Jesus Christ. Right there, I told him, you know, it's so sweet that you cannot drink it alone without mixing it. All you have to do is mix the shea nut or whatever fruits with orange, pineapple, banana, mangoes, blend it, and you see the kind of juice you get. Meanwhile, all these years, there is not a single juice factory in the north. Meanwhile, this shea butter, whatever they call it, in the north, this tree survives 365 days. Organizational development, simply put, in any organization, you can restructure, re-engineer, and reinvent. Organizational structure, you can reinvent, re-engineer, and restructure. Restructure, you can have the same workers and you can shift them around. You can also use what is called 80-20 policy, where you can have few people, you give them assignment to work and increase production to extend that the results or the revenue generated is from only 20% of your workers. We call it 80-20. You use 20% of your workers to generate 80% of your income. If it happens like that, it means your company. So it's important that you always restructure your company, re-engineer it, and reinvent. If not, again, with modern technology, you will let. And the last one is save people. You have to build people. How do you build people? over a company somewhere in March. Around, I felt so bad for the Ghanaian workers. What was happening? Oh, they have tolerated such management for so long. I took over. I was going around and I saw a bathroom. And the workers are 335. And they use 6 bathrooms. The place was so filthy and stinking. Deplorable state. And just by the toilet, they have their canteen. I said, what? If it was a Ghanaian company, you would have called the media. And somebody told me that he has worked with the company for 35 years. A party to the workers to introduce myself to them that I'm the new owner. I invited the old owner or the former owner to be present. And they were shocked that for 35 years, the old owner had never even organized just a simple lunch for them before. So when I had lunch with them, I went through their salaries and said, no human being can live on 540. How mean can you be? I double. And building the people, when I doubled their salaries, the following month, my revenue went up by 27%. So your relationship with your workers, how you respect them, you accord them with respect, you encourage them, you motivate them, self-esteem. Trust me, these your workers will never leave you. They work wholeheartedly to make sure your company also grows. So building people, if you are mean to your people, can you believe that when I took over, I had to go to my hometown and get about 40 guys to come to Tema to work. And I had to release one of my houses for them to stay. Because he was not paying them well, he did not get the people to work for him. But as I speak, those who left the company are now begging to come back. So if you want results and profit, you should know how to build your people. Again, you talk about network. What we are doing here today is networking. You only have to be bold to take numbers, call, approach those up here, take their numbers, call them. Armstrong gave a story. I picked him or identified him from here as TESCOM president 19 years ago. And here we are still working together. It can be you too. So don't be shy. Your success determined by your looks. Success is determined by your courage. So if you are coward to approach Honorable Ken Agyapong, I'm afraid they are not going to get connected. They are not going to get connected. Be bold and approach people. Those you know, they are up there. And sometimes, consistency, if you really need something, you have to push. Strike hard when the iron is hot. And one day, your effort will not be in vain. One person, how you get connected, can change your life. So, sitting here, take their numbers, get contacts, constantly call. I'm not saying that go and seduce the men. Get contacts. Show seriousness in whatever you want to do. I need about 341 mechanical engineers and 42 electrical engineers. The rest in other disciplines. So stay connected and be bold and share your problems, but not to ask for favors like, I want this, I want that. That won't help you. When you begin to ask favors like that, 1, 2, when you call, they don't pick. They don't pick. But if you ask favors, that honorable, I'm in the 4th year. I'm coming out of college. By next year, I'll begin my service. I can even employ you at my place. Although I'm going to pay, because I'm with you here and you approach me, I'm ready to do that. The one who wants employment, I will definitely do it before the one who wants laptop. The laptop, out of sympathy, maybe genuinely she needs it, so I'm going to do it for her. But that is not the way to network. I have to tell you the truth. That is not the way to network. So take advantage of today's gathering.
Add text anywhere in the document.
This year, follow-up calls. Not all of you are going to get positive answers, but with persistence, some of you will get reward from today's meeting. So young men and women here, I leave you with the slogan, be a change maker. Be a change maker. And the risk takers are the ones the future belongs to, not the security seekers. So the future belongs to risk takers and not security seekers. God bless all.
Yeah, me da so ko hwe so asema me ken yesa me boa. Wala wani mutom na oda hoi. Show, hwe. Iti no, we na your friend Ebuboba. But Ghana politics the dey because it is what it is. Yes. It is what it is. It is what it is. The other kind na him ma feel you had am dum besi emidi no se mo amunim the doubting Thomas. Yes, ufle me marry one mama fi me said the account you. Me fanka nchi akese enko Belgium enkoma eye Gladys Atipo Belgium turnout on ne man edem jifa Esenam na Betty. Sanso na eye Mekwen enso so mechia o. Nana hima ansaba amankra hima o kwa mankase traditional area nana. ɔse puti sie ahum yedo yetensuneni yenkofom eja wiase daddy mchia papa nyame inshallah no man kwatenten sa also enam Mr. Suman so mechia Mr. William Ekufu me godfather daddy mchia papa nyame inshallah na onye wo kese Rose UK mchia Anthony so we UK mchia papa na me kai mo say me papa yie ni August o Mbappe yie ni August me won't me go some starting on so Mbappe wu but yie ni August 16th and 17th mesre dia to ne nyo no na eyi we Ghana fo ehina na enya yie ye be Kumasi asoase mesre se obi abeba na maba be jame na yesija kra papa ye wo ba ko pe mini papa bia biem e na okoi ti enya da bi me Mbappe yie bia biem asa okọ ti mesre se mbebo am na nkata na chi na enye fe Miss Bell na nekua chia papa se bibia boko. All right, Wonder, producer, director, editor, and a cameraman, bibia onwa the Wonder Boy. The we are cool high. So ni a pop daddy na ye juma wo you. Anyway, we want to the next video. Wait till the